It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Washington Commanders and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore, the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple of QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
Ball teed up, Austin Seibert out for the kick. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Cordero Patterson now to return. And an excellent return here sets them up almost in midfield. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And leading them out, someone playing at a high level over a decade after entering the league. He's got a Super Bowl to his name. It's Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson is one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks. Even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. But his support
shit.
Given the run game and the defense, Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now Wilson on the play fake. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Wilson now off the play action. Has it downfield working left. And this is down to the 28 before the defense holds it. They're now set for 1st and 10. Taking the handoff, now Wilson. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it deep downfield. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead right away. George Pickens the touchdown.
I just got another Pittsburgh.
Finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation. It makes you wonder what's in store.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
The biggest mistake you can make here is even if there's a quick score to begin the game, you've got to have the poise, the patience here to run the opening script they plan for all week long. Play your game, and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Close to midfield. Let's go now. 1st and 10, Ron Robinson. And he gets it past the...
Is this one rookie? I don't know. That's it.
Steelers side of the field. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
I ain't going to play that.
Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Daniels on first down. And he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now Daniels out to play action. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, I like to touch. I'm not good at defense.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Getting out to his left. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. Commanders punting on fourth down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty Vance Tressway. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays.
He's got it inside the 25. There it is, touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a 13-0 lead. George Pickens the touchdown, his second scoring catch of the game. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin a game. They got out the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Short kick, just reaching the landing zone. And an excellent return here.
Oh, my God, went for the correction.
Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. On first down, here's Daniels. Won't get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. All right, here we go. Second down. From the gun, it's Daniels. It's taken in by Eckler. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
That just might be a throw as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field. They were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Escapes the pocket. He'll make a big for it on the ground. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. The Commanders ready for the punt. Calvin Austin on the return for the Steelers. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he missed it that one. Headed for the sideline. The Steelers to George Pickens set for this next possession. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Ross out of the pistol. He's throwing deep to the left side. They connect on the deep shot. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down.
You know, Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you totally flip the field.
Big game downfield. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 20-zip lead. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers push their lead to 21-zip already. Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning in from the 16. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And things are really getting away from them, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll pull his way in for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, keeps that defense honest.
Throwing over the middle, it's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Daniels throwing on third. He's on the move. He's
What?
running for it.
This is politics.
He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
I thought characters slow down running when I fucking pick them. That's
That'll be
stupid.
good for a Washington first. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Throw complete to Eckler. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line.
There's your place.
Similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
So many times the job of that DN is to contain, keep anything from bouncing outside, but not on this play. He got a drive, he got a chance to crash inside, and he took advantage of that opportunity.
Flush down out to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. Oh, he lost the football. Steelers have it headed the other way.
There are so many fundamental details in quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, and have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB does it, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
First down, here's Russ. Throwing deep for the end zone. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. George Pickens the touchdown. His third through the air this game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, just in case our audience isn't, his fourth first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this will be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again. Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. What opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Can't find it back on the jump off. And now they need to get more on third down. Daniels. On the move. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. Press
My ball again.
on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Steelers, Russell Wilson, headed back to the field now. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Russ off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
I knew that was going to happen.
And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's fine. I can take care of this.
Another try following the sack. He fires one deep down the middle.
Bitch.
Him over the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
He's going to sack people once.
After a big play, 39 yards.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time since
That's
the
tough to
pass,
score.
Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes.
Just like I said.
Man, that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers blowing them out now, 34-zip. George Pickens the touchdown. His fourth receiving score of the game. And that is his fourth touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers. And it's been done less than 50 times in league history. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers continue piling onto this lead.
I'm taking the Commanders for a ride. Look at this score. It's only first quarter, too. I'm taking them where they putting them on the shelf. Where they belong. Hate the Commanders. I swear to God, I hate them.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
I told my dad when the Seahawks went up against the Commanders one day, the Seahawks will whip their ass. Guess what they did?
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Oh, now the clock will stop. No, no, it ain't.
That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. A whole lot to nothing is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll be set up 2nd and 7.
Let's see what they're doing.
Now Daniels to throw.
Oh, you better throw the ball.
And it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch.
Know your place.
And it's 3rd down. Daniels back to throw. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off.
Oh, bullshit.
He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number.
You got at least scoring lines, but usually that's how it works.
And knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2
That's all they're
yards.
going to get.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they
Left
approach
hand
the
up to
second
get up the
down.
score.
First carry now to Austin Eckler. And he gets
Oh,
out
bitch.
to end that one. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9. Throwing now, Daniels. Stays in the pocket, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. So they bring Tress Way back out there for another punt. Back deep is Austin. You are not going to see a better punt than that. He picked the perfect angle, and it flies out of bounds at the 1. No chance of a return. The Steelers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now.
See what I can do now.
He is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Wilson from his own end zone.
I'm about to run it from him. He sacked me out the butt.
George Pickens, the intended target.
This ain't happening. I gotta get out of the ground.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you the offensive line in their own way is telling that running back sorry.
Sack me is bullshit.
Any chance.
Don't matter, second first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the
Now it's time to kick this back.
There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Ain't that done? Let's go.
On play action now, Wilson.
Oh,
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little. Sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Next day.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we called them alligators.
Try that again.
One
I want
alligator,
people paying attention.
2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
I'll horse fucking shit. No, I'm not punting, no.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure of earning that incompletion.
I'm going to get this first down. I don't give a shit what this thing says.
Play action, it's Wilson. He throws a bullet deep to the right side.
Just like I said.
He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Can't fuck with me.
The Steelers making this a
What touchable?
George Pickens the touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. For decades, Flipper Anderson's 1989 record has stood, and here, Brock, we've finally seen it beaten. He just topped 336 yards and now owns the most yards receiving in a single game in NFL history. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers continue adding on to that lead.
I think the Commanders are, kind of getting squashed. And it's still only second quarter. Poor people.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6.
They needed to suck referees' dick and get some money. I mean, excuse me, not bad. Trying to win. But it ain't going to work on me. Not when I'm playing on control.
They're hopefully going to give them some rest this time around and find some points to
Us
go
stuffing
after
them
that
up on
lead.
the fuckers and walking them dry.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels.
Good sack.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, big reason why they're in control of this game.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That is stopped
Or
by Alex
from
Highsmith.
Commanders.
Call it a gain of 4, and now it's 3rd down, and that unlucky 13. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. It's caught. Eckler.
He's got fucked. Body slam.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Yeah.
And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback.
And I don't mind me. I'm a little crazy
Can
sometimes.
continue.
Let's see
He's
this
been
game.
putting up some numbers early in this contest.
Damn it, I bet they hit
The
triangle.
Steelers with some very good field position as they get set
We'll
first
fight
and
this
10.
game.
Here's Wilson. He puts some power on a deep one left.
Goodbye.
And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
I'm just scoring every time I get the ball. It's crazy.
In the first half lead even further. George Pickens the touchdown. His
I'm not even going,
sixth of
my
the
goal is
game.
not to let her
That's the
score at all.
first NFL player to catch that many in one contest.
See how many touchdowns I can get with
And
this
he might
one.
want this football for his mantle, but Brock, I think the NFL's going to want this football.
Oh, they ain't gonna score maybe
That
but
catch
once.
gives him the new NFL record for receiving
They'll still blow
touchdowns
him
in a game with 6.
I think they done blew a gasket. They got dicks up their ass. That's why they ain't winning. That's how bad I hate the Commanders. Cowboys worse.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers tack on
I'm
7
trying to come up with a name for the Commanders. Oh, I call them the Cocks. Cowboys is queer boys. Pittsburgh Steelers is the Squealers. Sorry, Mom, but you know.
Now Boswell on to send this away.
Used to be my favorite team, but Hawks. I love the
Very
Hawks.
short kick taken at the 19. And it's a nice return here.
I
They'll
call
tackle
Seahawks the
shy of
Hawks.
35.
Call Steelers the Squealers. Call the Commanders the
This
Cocks.
certainly isn't the rut they
Call
want to be
Dallas
in.
Cowboys the
Their
Dallas
drives
Queers.
ended in punts as of late. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Daniels. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect on
Guess
first.
I'm ready,
and
ready to
second
beat
down.
your ass.
Play fake here. Daniels.
Shut up. Get sacked.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
My character's on the other end. I need my
Pushes
dude.
him back. 3rd down coming up.
Let's try to score. So I can just have the ball back once again.
Daniels now.
Come on.
He's
Sack
on
him.
the move. Now here he goes.
Thank you.
That may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, it's not enough to get the 1st down.
Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The home team ready for their
Alright,
next
Dad, you ready
series.
for
Led
this?
out on offense by
I'm
their
ready to score
quarterback.
one more, once
Last
again.
drive, he reached one of those numbers that
Watch
everyone
this.
looks at as a benchmark.
First try
after the
to watch.
season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. They've got 1st down from the 31. Russ is going
Watch
to
me
cook
get sacked for
here.
saying that.
Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball left. This is caught
Told you.
inside the 15. And he's into
I done
the
blew
end
them
zone.
out.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers running away with it in the 2nd quarter. George Pickens the touchdown. Another through the air this game. Well, there's been no answer to keep him out of the end zone, and they can't keep him out of the record books either, partner. That score gives him the most receiving touchdowns ever in one game.
And trust me, kid, those defenders, they threw everything. Man, zone, press, off. They just could not stop him. He was on a mission, and it was a mission for the record books.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Rolling left, buying some time. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Escapes out to the... Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Robinson on the inside give. And he's brought down after a short gain. On comes Tressway to punt this one. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on it. He's got it deep downfield. They've got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get more points to end a lopsided first half. George Pickens the touchdown. Another score for him this game. Well, with that score right there, Brock, he has reached one of the pinnacles of playing quarterback here in the NFL. The most touchdown passes in a single game.
And I can promise you, after this game, he's going to do... I remember Peyton and Marvin having a back and forth after breaking record. Neither of them wanted the ball because they knew it took all of them. And I promise you, after the game...
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of... Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, we got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown uphill.
So they would have reversed that. That's politics, but a bit lucky.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Commanders are ready to get their offense out there for the top of the first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. He'll dump this one off to his running back.
Down, behave yourself.
And he gets him around 6 there. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And he won't salvage that. That's a loss on the play. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And the Steelers going for the dive look on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it again. And he's tackled.
You just looked back there.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. He's back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one.
Why did they do that? Not trying to. That's trying to do that.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before halftime. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted.
That's right.
And the Steelers do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we arrive at halftime here in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. The Steelers leading after 2. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for checking around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, we saw a strong performance out of the veteran quarterback, Russell Wilson. He had a half of the 80s, touchdown pass after touchdown pass. He threw a much worth of touchdowns in just those first 2 quarters of play.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3.
I'd say poor Commanders should always twice in a row, but I ain't gonna do another for that until Friday.
Any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand.
Or gets a Seattle.
A run here with Robinson.
Bitch.
And he'll push this upfield and earn.
Oh, you want to play the run game?
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time that big runs only happen.
I know you have to throw, so.
Great blocking and spring of guys hitting blocks downfield. And the back who can
Yep,
show
so
off his
thank you. Have a nice day, and it's time to score. Thanks for the ball.
And he makes the Mets go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Rookie quarterback Rob threw it
I
away
can just
their
take that
last
from my side.
drive. He might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead they snowball.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. But being a rookie quarterback,
That's funny.
he threw 28 of
I
them his
just
rookie
took the
year.
ball and said,
Sometimes
thank you, have a nice day.
on the job, but you cannot
Oh,
repeat
God.
those kind of mistakes.
Boswell, they have the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue
I'll
adding
be
to their
70
lead.
to nothing. Poor Commanders. You all go cry to your mamas.
A quick chance at redemption.
You lost.
Pick 6 as
You
it's
got
sent
one of this
away.
game now.
Return starts from the 16.
Know your fucking place. Get
And he's going to
down.
make this to the 28 before going down. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? A number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Holy sh...
From the gun, it's Robinson.
Get down.
And he found some running
Behave
room for a
yourselves.
nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the
Yeah, your
chains there.
place,
It's going to be
Commanders.
2nd and 1. Staying with Robinson.
Get down. Behave.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Really.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Come on, Steelers.
Second
Don't let
down
them
now,
score.
7 to go. Another carry for Robinson.
Down.
And he got
Good.
real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. Third down coming up. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler.
That's right. Get down. Thank you. Have a nice, wonderful day.
I don't think he got it.
Give me my ball back.
They're out now, ready to punt it. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And his job's done. And it is a job well done. That punt bites deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And the type of game that he has been putting together, wow, we're going to see some of these highlights now, Brock. And I expect a lot of times over the next week, too. He has thrown this offense to the end zone time and again. What a showing. This is one of the elite games that we have seen from him.
It's not real fun.
They're out and set. First and 10. Wilson now off the play action. He's going to push one deep down the run. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers piling onto the scoreboard yet again. George Pickens the touchdown. Another through the air this game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right? Yeah. When you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead.
Keep going, it'll be like 100 something.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for this offense. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. On first down, here's Daniels. Complete, it's McLaurin. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. He's got a gain of 6 there. Minka Fitzpatrick on the stop.
Somebody this game
Third
is.
down, 1 yard to go. Here's a give to Robinson. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to
Boys
Robinson.
Commanders.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Hey, Abusos.
From the 36.
It's that bitch.
Closes on him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. To throw, Daniels. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Now this is out of bounds, and what a beauty. He coffin cornered it around. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And all the touchdowns are sure going to catch some eyes around the league, but sure not unexpected for those of us who saw how well he was throwing back when he got his first couple of scores.
Yeah, and if anything, he's only continued to improve and play better, as this defense tried and failed to find any way to slow him down.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
On first down, it's Wilson.
Not down,
This one's
on that
far
field.
in front of him. It's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
The the ability to track the ball. Right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away. That's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
He's loaded another one up. They connect on the deep shot. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers trying to end this before the final quarter. George Pickens the touchdown. Another through the air this game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Man in motion, headed right. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Bullshit.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Daniels from the pistol. Complete out to the right side. And they get this down to the 28.
I still blow him out either way.
17 on that one. And the Commanders will have a first. On the give, here's Robinson. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage.
Either way, they're going to get a field goal.
Ranging in for the tackle.
Field goal or a touchdown.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, Daniels. Chased down to his right. He's going to keep it this time. Have him gain up about a handful there. Hit applied by Keanu Benton. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Now Daniels off the play action. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. On comes Austin Seibert and the Commanders' field goal unit to try this on 4th down. This a 39-yarder from the left hash. Seibert's kick is up and good. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a something that's really going to affect the deficit much. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying.
You always feel like you leave points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with the high percentage make.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Wilson looking to throw. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. 2nd and 10 now. He's throwing deep to the left side. This is brought in at the 15. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Steelers with it to begin the 4th, and this game entering blowout territory.
No, I didn't
Might
want
be
that.
trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Trying to run in. Harris.
It worked, whatever.
Through the defense for a touchdown. The Steelers running them out of the building. Najee Harris, the touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second-effort touchdown, no question. The backs have become fan favorites. We've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop and will not be denied of a touchdown.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Here comes their offense out again. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's got a man left. And this one does not go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Complete out to the right. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Again, Daniels to the air. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Square.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Daniels. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Steelers have it headed the other way. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Steelers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Point after up and good for Boswell. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. This offense ready to get going again now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Play fake here, Daniels. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. He is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. He knocked him back.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. So out now comes the punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. The return begins on their side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. 1st and 10 from the 41. And he hasn't been a stranger to the end zone this season, no sir, including on their prior drive, Brock. A pretty important touchdown for him when you look at his season total. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Russ is going to cook here. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it deep downfield. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers throwing 6 more on the blowout. George Pickens the touchdown. Another score for him this game. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw. Just the right touch. And you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're
But
biased.
the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The offense getting set to go. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Getting out to his left. Now he takes it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep it moving forward.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Flush out now to his left. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. On in at the 41. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this 2nd half. The Steelers with some very good field positions. They get set 1st and 10. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it inside the 10. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Steelers running them out of the building. George Pickens the touchdown. Another through the air this game. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. This offense getting all set for this series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Escapes the pocket. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Oh, no, he lost control of another one. Steelers have it, headed the other way.
You know what I like to say about sports? It's 90% mental. Well, right now with this runner, after 3 fumbles, it's 100% mental. You got to hang on to the football. It's in his head right now, and it just can't happen.
And he makes the catch on the sideline. Oh, but they call it out of bounds. This close to 6. Throwing again is Russ. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Dicker connects there. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Commanders just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds his target, Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. And the Steelers go in nickel, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Taken in near the 46. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Steelers and George Pickens set for this next possession. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this 2nd half. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
What?
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
I'm probably going to see him kneel it again here. And they fake the spike. They're going to throw it. And that one falls incomplete. An unexpected call, but it does not get the better of them defensively.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's got enough to move the sticks. If only every game could go like this for him, right? He's been fed targets, and it seems like he's not just been able to bring them in, but he's been making good things happen every time he gets that football.
I'm having Marvin Harrison flashbacks right now, Kate. Being on the sidelines, watching that guy work, and in games like this, moments like this, where you can't feed him enough because that defense just simply has no answers. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
And he fakes the spike. And they aren't fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And they weren't afraid to keep running up that score to the point that records came and went on the way to victory. Their point total, Brock, actually eclipsed the old record of 72 points in a game, which was held by Washington since 1966. Now a new record stands, one of the great offensive showings we have ever seen. So for Brock Ewart, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.